Hey everyone, drifting is my hobby. Back with this video for the week. I've got 4 little helpful techniques. Of course, we're going to run through some of these. Let's start off by telling how when your piston is worn in your nitro motor. So let's say that you've been running your nitro for a while now and you're starting to wonder how much time's left on the old engine here before you have to rebuild or replace completely. There's many ways to do it, and I'm going to show you an easy one that I use. I usually take the motor out of the car. I put a glow plug down inside of the head here, and then I take my finger, put it over the exhaust port, and put my finger over the top of the carburetor. That way it looks something like this. And then I take the crankshaft where the flywheel is attached to, and I turn it. I see if I can turn it with one finger first. It should go smooth until it gets to TDC, and you can see that this one still has plenty of compression. Okay, so if you can feel that little bit of tightness, that lets you know it's still good. That's one test. Like I said, there's many different ways to test it. That being the main one pretty much. Like I said, you can explore around. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down below and I'll catch more and go more into detail. If you, whatever you specify, we'll get it done. Okay? So that's how to tell whenever your piston is worn out in your nitro model. How to tell if you're overgearing your electric models. Alright, and here's another good one. This is another pretty much simple, easy task. For instance, I'm going to use an old machine wound motor here. The best way that I tell is if whenever I bring it in, after I zip it up and down a couple of times and I bring it in and the motor's hot to the touch, or if I have an infrared gun, which I do, it'd be good to use one of them. Don't let your motors get above about 175, 180 degrees. That will crack. It'll stress crack the magnets, and after you crack them, they're not, it's pretty much downhill from there. So that's one of the tips that I use to make sure that I'm not overgearing my electrics. If I do a couple of runs, maybe like 3 or 4 passes at full speed, and I come in and it's hot to the touch enough to where it's almost peeling the sticker from the glue, then I know to go down a few more teeth. I know I'm a little bit too high on the gearing. I'd go down at least 2 teeth, something like that, and then check for the heat and work from there. It all depends also on your battery, from your NIM, your NiCad, or your lithium polymer, your Life. So it just all depends on the runs, and that's one way to tell if you're overgearing. Okay. This is another one that I've been asked not too long ago, and I'm going to go ahead and put some on this one. Make sure your receiver batteries are secure. So make sure that your batteries in your nitro. There's still a lot of people that's not using the hump packs and the NIMs and the LiPo receiver packs. So let me see if I can find an example here. Anyways, yeah, it's mostly inside of T-Maxes and things like that. But you should have like a little black box that has, you can put 4 AA's in, if you know what I'm talking about. The best way to make sure that's secure when it's inside, that way when it's bouncing around, that one of them batteries doesn't come unlocked from its home, is to use black tape. I'm sorry, I was still looking for that. Yeah, use black tape, wrap it around it. Most of you guys may already be doing that. That's good news. I just wrap it around the center. That way whenever this does do a lot of bouncing or anything like that, the batteries won't pop out. Alright. The last tip that I have for you is the pro tip on glow plugs. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know this, but I'm just letting you guys know that doesn't know. Remember that exploring with glow plugs will increase performance. Cold, normal, or hot, or turbo plugs. They all go with the temperature outside, so that's how you want to pick one of them. That's more of another video on down the way. The next video that is coming out is about winterizing your Nitro model along with your electrics, and some other hot pro tips that will be coming through the week. Please leave your questions, your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Any question you pretty much have on this RC stuff, like you see, I've got a mess here. I'm rebuilding. I'm doing some different stuff right now. I got a mess, but please subscribe, ask questions. Let's get them answered. I want to help you guys the best that I can and try to give the right answers. It's something that I love, and I want everybody else to love it too. So, RC, let's unite. Everybody have a good one. Remember, keep the fuel tank full and the batteries fresh. It's the way to roll it. Appreciate it.